Latino leaders want the head of the San Diego Labor Council to resign after what they call racist remarks at a public rally. Good evening, everyone. I'm Anna Laurel in for Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. As CBS 8's David Gottfredson reports, the political back and forth involves Bridget Browning, who is white, who made controversial remarks using Spanish slang words.
Ya basta! Ya basta!
Enough is enough was the chant Tuesday by Latino leaders and allies in front of the county administration building. The group is protesting remarks 2 weeks ago made by the head of the San Diego Labor Council, Bridget Browning, where she criticized County Supervisor Board Chair Nora Vargas.
Through her word choices, Bridget Browning made implications about Chair Vargas that are shocking and unacceptable.
Browning is a white woman who, during a Labor Council rally, used a Spanish slang phrase meaning badass to call out Vargas.
So I want to talk about our chair, the chingona, who says she's here for workers, but she's making backroom deals with Desmond and Anderson.
Browning then started a chant using another Spanish phrase that some Latino leaders describe as racist and demeaning.
So I wanted to do a chant. No Nora. No Nora.
Arnulfo Manriquez is the CEO of the economic development nonprofit MAC.
Those that know our language well clearly understood that Bridget mockingly implied that Chair Vargas was performing sex acts with her male colleagues.
Browning released a statement on Instagram saying in part, "I understand my choice of words has offended some in the community. I never meant to cause anyone harm, and I will be more mindful in the future." The statement did not include an apology, and the Latino group says more than 130 organizations are now calling on Browning to resign, including Liz Ramirez, CEO of the Chicano Federation.
When a white woman attacks Chairwoman Vargas and mocks her in Spanish, it's not only an attack on Nora, it's an attack and slander on all of us.
Yes, it is. We've posted the video of those comments at CBS8.com as well as Browning's full statement. At the County Administration Building, David Gottfredson, CBS 8.
Thanks, David. The executive board of the San Diego Labor Council is holding a meeting tomorrow morning in San Diego, but it is not a public hearing and no public comment will be allowed.
New details revealed as testimony continued today in the murder trial of former TikTok star. Ali Abulaban is accused in the shooting deaths of his wife and another man in an East Village high-rise back in 2021. CBS 8's Shannon Handy has the latest on what happened today in court.
4 people took the stand today, all of them expert witnesses, including a sergeant from the San Diego Police Department's homicide unit. He described the interview he had with Abulaban following his arrest, as well as social media messages the couple exchanged in the days leading up to the killings.
You don't even treat me the way a wife should be treated. You want me to be your slave. Someone else can be that for you.
Instagram messages sent a month before the killings show a tumultuous relationship between Ali Abulaban and his wife Anna. The two were having marital problems, with Anna urging Ali to move out of their East Village apartment so she could move back in with her daughter, including in one conversation the two shared just 3 days before Anna was killed.
My sweet Anna, I have let you down. Anna responds, yes, I am. And then Anna told Ali, you gotta move out, Ali Wally. You are driving me crazy. I need a place to stay with your daughter, and I'm done with this.
Abulaban moved out shortly after and was staying in a hotel. Prosecutors say on the morning of the shooting, he returned to the apartment using a copy of a key he made, where he vandalized the unit, threw Anna's clothes down the trash chute, then installed an app on their 5-year-old daughter's iPad that allowed him to monitor live audio. While listening to the app later that day, Abulaban overheard his wife and Rayburn Barron, a man she had been seeing, talking and laughing. That's when police say he drove to the complex and opened fire on the victims as they sat on a couch. A neighbor's Nest camera captured the sound of 6 gunshots. Abulaban's defense doesn't deny he committed the killings, but argue he wasn't thinking rationally due to the collapse of his marriage and the effect it had on his mental health. In particular, Abulaban was upset over suspicions his wife had moved on with someone else. Homicide Sergeant Christopher Leahy described Abulaban's demeanor during an interview following his arrest, saying it appeared as though rage played a role in this crime, not mental health.
Ali was articulate. He wasn't telling us that he was, imagining, hallucinating, or hearing, audible voices directing him or telling him to do things.
You ever see any tears come out of his eyes?
No, not real ones.
Also today, several images were shown, but they are too graphic for TV. One of them in particular proves the couple never made it off a couch when they were shot. This trial is expected to last another week or two, and Abulaban is expected to testify. Reporting from downtown, I'm Shanna Handy for CBS 8.
All right, Shannon, thank you. Escondido police are asking for your help tonight, finding a man they say exposed himself to several women last week. It happened near South Escondido Boulevard and Cranston Drive. Investigators say the man is heavy-set. He's white or Hispanic with a round face and facial hair. He was driving an older gray or black Volvo station wagon. Anyone with information should call Officer Martin Muhammad with Escondido Police. Here's his number, 760-839-4442.
San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria announces a new version of his fiscal year 2025 budget. This comes after criticism the first version made cuts mostly affecting low-income communities and the homeless population.
CBS 8's Kelly Hezedal has more on what's in this new draft of the mayor's $5.6 billion budget and what his opponent in the November election has to say about it.
And one of the big headlines with the mayor's first version is that it made cuts to the Housing Commission and the programs it provides the homeless population. So this latest version seems to address all of that, while at the same time setting aside money for the mega shelter that the mayor plans to open.
We have thousands of people that are living outdoors. Failure is not an option. We have to get these beds done. Now, it could be at the location that's currently proposed. It could be at another location. Bottom line, we need these additional beds.
And the lease agreement for the Middletown mega shelter is still being worked out. It still needs council approval. But whether it opens or not, Mayor Gloria says he'll still find a way to add 1,000 shelter beds someplace in the city. Now, as for the Housing Commission, he says the commission identified $8 million that can be reallocated. They're also getting an additional $7 million from the state earlier than expected. So he says all of the services for homelessness will remain the same. Now, regarding criticism for cuts that affect low-income families, the mayor announced he restored after-school programs, teen centers. He says he did that by finding money here and there and by slowing down hiring in some departments. Now, this is a tough budget year. The mayor's office says the city is facing a $172 million deficit. So there are still cuts to the Office of Immigrant Affairs, to a cannabis social equity program. The mayor also proposes suspending contributions to the city's reserves for 1 year. Now, his opponent in the upcoming election, Larry Turner, says one-time fixes are not long-term solutions.
Let's go through the whole budget and you'll find that it is not sustainable. This is not something, we're going to run into a worse problem next year. And this is something that's just going to eventually pass on to the next generation of taxpayers.
And Turner was also critical of that mega shelter that the mayor wants to open. He says Middletown is not the right location for it. He also criticizes the mayor's proposal for a 1-cent sales tax increase. He says now is not the time to add more taxes. Now, the full council will vote on the mayor's latest version of the budget sometime next month. Kelly Hessedal, CBS 8.
All right, Kelly, thanks. Today, the San Diego Zoo Safari Park held a Toss the Tusk event to promote awareness of the illegal ivory market. They encourage San Diegans to turn in wildlife products, including elephant ivory. The zoo says 1,000 elephants get killed every year to fuel the demand for ivory. State officials say California represents the highest demand for illegal wildlife products in the nation. The zoo plans to hold 2 more Toss the Tusk events this year. Tonight, we're getting a look at a mountain lion spotted in La Mesa. You can see here it creeping through a backyard before leaping over a fence. Got really close to that home. This video was taken Sunday around midnight near Lemon Avenue Elementary School. A wildlife expert tells us this is not a typical habitat for a mountain lion with no deer to prey on right there. The California Department of Fish and Wildlife was out in the area today to gather any evidence that would help them identify and track The mountain lion. Oh, you know, your video camera moves, you get a little alert. You look and you see that in your backyard.
That's a mountain lion. Not good.
Right?
Dangerous.
Yes, especially for small pets,
That's
dogs.
right.
So.
No, the elementary school, no good.
Yeah.
Well, tonight, more than 24 kids experiencing homelessness have their own laptop to use.
Bridging Tech, a nonprofit organization, donated 28 laptops to the students living at Father Joe's Village's facilities just a couple of hours ago. Bridging Tech's mission is to bridge the digital divide for K-12 students affected by homelessness across the country. Father Joe says this technology doesn't just help the kids, but the entire family unit.
With information, there's power, right? And they're able to be more self-sustaining.
The laptop giveaway was made possible through funding from the Tegna Foundation, which is run by our parent company and CBS 8.
You love to see this. It helps level the playing field, doesn't it?
And all the bright smiles and how many things that they'll be able to access now.
Yes,
laptops of their own.
Great resource. Still ahead tonight, Google wants its newest AI model to help you with your Gmail and pictures.
Plus, the push to make methadone more accessible here in California as opioid-related deaths continue to climb.
We had the morning clouds, then we had the afternoon sunshine, a little stubborn to clear along the coast. Now, daytime highs were still in that near seasonal range, but how long will that stick around? All those details are coming up.
And up next, the owner of a Southern California business takes matters into his own hands to keep a homeless encampment away.